I'm actually upset I'm kind of covering this, and I want to preface this video saying if you don't care for me talking about this sort of stuff, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm a little upset. And really, if you guys don't enjoy this video, then I will honestly stop doing coverage on any sort of rumors or leaks when it comes to Nintendo Directs, because it's kind of getting annoying. But in this video, I'm going to go over apparently presentation coming out this week, as well as a general direct rumored for August. But before we get into that, I am hosting a $70 eShop gift card giveaway. All you got to do is comment down below and be sure you are subscribed. In the description is a comment sheet listing all valid comments, as well as rules and regulations. Thank you guys so much for the support on the most recent videos, and I wish you the best of luck. This news comes from another YouTuber, SwitchForce, who has stated that there will be a direct this week, which is a little misleading because in the video itself, he says that there's not going to be a direct, but a presentation this week and a direct month. And this is coming right off of the whole BeatEmUps situation, where BeatEmUps falsified information saying that, you know, whatever rumor that he put out was fake, just to see how rumors spread. I might sound a little bit different in this video, but I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of tired. I'm tired of this. Well, okay, I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna cover it. But essentially, this is the beginning of a video where SwitchForce says that there is a direct.
This is not speculation. I know that there is another Nintendo Direct this week, okay?
And then he goes on to say that it's not a Nintendo Direct and that it's something different. r/gaming leaks and rumors went ahead and summarized everything, so we don't have to watch the whole video. But apparently there's a 3-phase direct strategy, starting with the partner showcase that we got last week, the games that have been announced for other platforms. A demo will be released during this presentation, and it's not a general direct or a game-specific direct, and it's most likely an indie world. And when hearing about this, I first thought, okay, maybe it's probably Metroid Prime direct, but then he specifically said in the video that it's not going to be a game-specific direct. The 3 direct strategy he mentioned.
I'm telling you that the partner showcase that just took place was phase 1 of a 3-phase Nintendo Direct program, okay?
And he doesn't really elaborate on that. He kind of is very vague. So just take this with a grain of salt. I mean, we're not going to have a whole beat 'em up situation again. I want to preface that for everyone watching this video. But essentially, from what it seems, they're doing a presentation, a direct focused on third party. That was last week. A direct focused on indie, and then a general direct focused on first party. And when you say it, it kind of makes sense. Definitely a hype cycle, especially if they do it back to back to back. And after the third party presentation, we all kind of assumed that there was going to be a direct this month because we don't have any release dates. So if they do an indie presentation and then a first party presentation, basically indie world and then a general direct, it makes sense. But if you guys don't know what an indie world is, it's basically a direct that focuses on indie games. Last time we got one was actually back in August, so a year ago, August 27th, and we got a lot of really cool games that fit really well on the Switch. I think indie games and, you know, the Switch console work really well together, and hopefully with, you know, a higher power Switch, we would see more indie games. Last indie showcase, we got, you know, Balatro, Friends of Jimbo update, Peglin, Sea of Stars, Power Wash Simulator, Pizza Tower. A lot of those games, really fun, really solid direct. And there has been a lot of indie games that have already been announced, not only for the Switch 1, but for the Switch 2. In the hour-long Switch 2 presentation, we actually got the reveal of Enter the Gungeon, so we'd probably see something like that. Slay of the Spire, I believe, is slated for the Switch 2 as well. Another really cool roguelike. We'll probably be seeing a lot of these. Of course, Balatro is another game we might see, because I think Local Thunk, the developer of Balatro, is finishing up the massive update that he's working on that apparently is supposed to change up Balatro a ton. And if you were to reveal an update like that, it would most likely, it would make sense for it to be here. Subnautica 2, I know that hasn't been announced for the Switch 2, but it would be really cool, and the Switch 2 can definitely handle something like that. And lastly, I cannot talk about indie games without talking about Hollow Knight Silksong. Genuinely, I don't believe we'll see this. This is definitely something Xbox would want to show in their showcase, but there's a possibility that they'll show it off here. Still have yet to play Hollow Knight, and I am planning on doing it. So, but yeah, this is definitely something we could hypothetically see. And there's just a lot of indie games that just work well on the Switch, and I think would make sense. Going back into the exact leak, the 3-phase direct strategy makes a lot of sense as well. But honestly, the whole BeatEmUps leak as well made sense. So this just kind of doesn't feel right. And honestly, myself, I'm finding it very hard to believe, especially after the whole beat 'em up situation, and SwitchForce being a person that was not a big fan of it. Truth be told, SwitchForce is known to do a lot of clickbait or a lot of misleading content, which is okay. That's how you do the YouTube game. But normally when I do my content, I like to deliver on what I put in the title and the thumbnail. I think he kind of errs on the side of a little too much when it comes to that. But after the whole beat 'em ups situation, he did not like it at all. He had this whole 25-minute video talking about how his disdain for the whole situation like that. And this kind of feels like a gotcha, like, oh, if he did it, now it's my turn to do it and get all these views because this video is performing significantly better than all of his other videos. And I don't think he has any record of leaking anything either. But then again, he could know something because indie developers are more likely to leak out something like an indie world showcase than, you know, bigger third-party developers. So maybe someone might have told them that they are saving like a reveal for a presentation that is supposed to be happening this week. And he could be adding a little bit more onto it to make it more clickbaity. That is a possibility. Again, I cannot preface this enough. Please take this with a grain of salt. I'm just kind of tired of all of these rumors. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm also tired. I just got done with a double at work. But if this were to happen, probably get it Tuesday. So we'll get an announcement sometime today when I upload this video, or Thursday. So we get an announcement on Wednesday. Those are my thoughts. And then if he clearly has some sort of insider information, maybe there might be a first party showcase in August then, which is kind of expected because we don't have release dates for anything. But I'll talk about that in another video. I think that is really about it. Again, I can't preface enough. Please take this with a grain of salt. I don't want to get overhyped and then get disappointed. This is an indie world showcase. I think that'd be cool because the Switch 2 desperately needs more support. And this could lead into a first party Nintendo Direct coming soon. Sorry if I sound a little tired. I kind of wanted to make this video right when everything got announced. That's coincidentally after myself doing a 12-hour shift. So yeah. Anyways, I'm Crafty1. Do you guys believe this leak? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much, Evan and Jesus, for being channel members. You guys are the GOAT.